Welcome back to Cox Connections here on Cox 9. I'm your host, Kim Stanley. The Taubman Museum of Art, located in the heart of the Roanoke Valley, will be offering a host of fresh new exhibitions this summer, along with exceptional educational programs. With us today to tell us more about what's coming to the museum this summer are Deputy Director of Exhibitions Leah Stoddard and Deputy Director of Education Cindy Petersen. Good to see you both.
Nice to see you.
Thanks for being on. Cindy, why don't you tell us a little bit about the Taubman Museum, its mission, the purpose?
Sure. The Taubman Museum of Art is really a center of the visual arts and more than that. So we encourage the free exchange of making of art, displaying of art, and interpreting of art. And we have over 2,500 works of art in our permanent collection and archives.
Okay.
And we are engaging the community in many ways. And the museum is really your place to be. So they can come in to see our new exhibitions, engage in our educational programming, as well as come with friends to Nora's Cafe and to the museum shop. So there's something for everybody.
There really is. And you really are attracting outside of the Roanoke
Most
area.
definitely.
You know, it really is about the whole region,
Yes.
basically. So, and so you have several new exhibits this summer, correct,
Yes.
Leah? And so what's going on? I know you've got something coming in June and July, I believe.
That's right. Yeah, well, in June, we're very excited because we have 4 exhibitions where all the artists are living. So from about 2 different generations and from all over the country and world.
Wow.
And all of the exhibitions are sort of connected by the idea of identity, about who we are and our place in the world. A lot of artists living now are looking into this sort of subject. And so 2 of the exhibitions are from New York. One of them is Jason Salavon, the seamlessness between things. And his room-size exhibition is all about computers and technology and the internet. So you go into a darkened room and you're sort of in the internet witnessing the real-time feeds from Twitter, and you can interact with the show with your own phone. And it's got internet searches, and it's all about being in a room by yourself or with other people, but talking to people all over the world.
Wow.
So he's looking to that as an artist, and that came from New York. On the other end of the spectrum, we have Suzanne Strike, who's from Bristol, and her show is Notes on the State of Virginia, and so she's channeling Thomas Jefferson. And she did 2 years of traveling in all the regions of Virginia, and she's a naturalist as well as an artist. And so she did met with naturalists and did sketches and picked up natural things, nests and dragonflies, and put together these wonderful assemblages. That's over 2 dozen that'll be in that exhibition. And she's very anti-computer, so it's the other end of the spectrum.
Right.
She wants us to think about our place in the natural world. So. And then there's 2 other exhibitions. One is called Alter Egos and the Magical Other, and that's a 4-person show of artists from Chicago and elsewhere. And they all do figuration, and they are sort of projecting imaginary selves with these little figures in their drawings and works on paper and paintings, sort of imagining who we are and who we project to others. So it's a really interesting, very surreal exhibition with some important artists in there. And then the last show is very exciting. It's a show from the Queens Museum of Art that's traveled here called Her Stories. And it's a group of 42 South Asian women artists that are talking about their experience being South Asian artists in the world and escaping from often very repressive societies and coming to this country and making very diverse work. And right now, Hayat Gul is doing henna painting with gold paint directly on the walls as we speak. So it's very exciting. And so that's June. And then July is sort of going and looking at ourselves as the Taubman Museum, looking into our permanent collection and bringing back some of the highlights that have been on tour nationally, like Nora. People want Nora to come back, and a number of other really important paintings in our collection, but also looking at our collection and its diversity, because we have a very strong folk art collection and works on paper. So Reunion's up for a year, and the show actually has rotating works in it, so it's always going to be changing, but that opens in July. And 19th, and then also in July is our favorite local artist, Ann Glover. She's an excellent local artist, has work in the Market Street Gallery, and she's doing the largest work she's ever done in the atrium. It's 40 feet tall. It'll be called Myth, and it's going to be a very interesting statue. It's a big sculpture, and I don't want to give away the sort of what it's going to look like, but she's hard at work with a lot of interns supporting her efforts to create this monumental work that'll be in the atrium.
Yeah, a lot of stuff, and for all ages. That's what's so wonderful. I love the whole technology concept, turning that into art, so that's powerful. And speaking of all ages, you do a lot of education, Cindy, at the Taubman Museum of Art. You have tremendous education programs. Tell us a little bit about a couple of things that you have going on.
We have a lot of things lined up for our summer programming, really exciting. So our Spectacular Saturdays, where we're connecting to our exhibitions, along with Jason Salavon and Suzanne Strike, two of the exhibition artists that will be in their galleries on that opening day of June 15th, talking about their exhibitions. And everything from In Art Venture, connecting to the exhibitions, as well as demonstrations with 3D printing, screen printing, letterpress printing, pottery on select Saturdays.
Okay.
Gallery hunts, and we have Thursday Night Live that we're starting up. So the museum will be open every Thursday starting June 6th from 5 to 9 p.m. and everything from music at Nora's Cafe to trunk shows at the museum shop. We'll have Bill White, a local artist, here on July 18th.
Okay.
And we'll also have Ann Glover for Meet the Artist on July 25th. So lots of things going on in Art Venture, in the exhibitions, gallery talks, lectures, art activities for adults as well on Thursdays. So all ages from pre-toddler to middle school to adults.
Wow, just a tremendous amount going on. And then real quick, because we do need to close out, but summer camps, museum school, all kinds of things going on.
Yes, most definitely. Summer camps start up on June 17th from ages of 5 up to middle school age, and that details are on the website, as well as our museum school is continuous. We have Saturday workshops, Sam Krish iPhone photography, 3D printing, and then also with John Rayburn and printmaking.
Great. Well, I'm sure a lot of information on the website, and in addition to that, people can find out about how they can volunteer and make donations to the Taubman Museum, either by contacting the museum directly or on the website. Thank you both for being here.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Still to come, an organization named Total Action for Progress, or TAP, helps reintegrate ex-offenders through training and service learning opportunities. Learn more when Cox Connections continues after the break.